How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Now, a couple of days ago on Reddit, Dennis Brandval, the lead developer of Star Wars Battlefront 2, was over there and he was answering some questions and he posted a bunch of stuff. He was talking about how they might change the hero gameplay. So I'll take you over to the original post. It says, "Is there a viable solution to the max number in play problem?" And then Dennis responded saying, "I'm thinking about this a lot lately. There's a couple of different ways to solve this, and we are trying to figure out the best way forward. I agree it's a problem, more on this later." And then Dennis responded again here, and he said, "For those of you who played the refractored hero hunt in Star Wars Battlefront 1, how do you feel about the system where the most damage / points earned get to be the next heroes, which resets your total, so you have to start from 0 once spent?" And then he got a little bit of feedback from people. And then a little further down he says, "Let's say it's based on score / battle points, not damage done to heroes. For example, game begins. After 2 minutes, we assign the first 3 heroes on either side. The top 3 players on both teams with the most battle points get to become heroes. I imagine this is being more like a pop-up during gameplay rather than from the spawn menu, similar to Star Wars Battlefront 2. The chosen players get to play those heroes for 2 minutes, then they are despawned. The 6th player who played heroes are now reset in battle points and have to go to the back of the queue." Then he said, "Another minute, we assign the next 3 heroes of either side based on whoever has the most battle points at the time. Then they play for 2 minutes, and that continues for the rest of the game. In such a system, we still reward players who collect the most battle points and that they likely get to play heroes more often, but we still try to cycle through everyone through the course of a game. The downside, I guess, is that the timer prevents you from hogging Anakin the entire game, which may not be a bad thing depending on who you ask. Thoughts?" And then the last thing that Dennis said was, "A variation to the system would be, at the beginning of the game, you get to pick the hero or villain you want for the queue. The first one to get enough battle points to become that specific hero, say 4K battle points or something, and there is a hero slot available, say only ever 2 or 3 active hero slots, get to respawn as that hero through a pop-up. Play that hero as long as you want. Once you die, the next person who has enough battle points and has chosen that hero, and if there's a hero slot available, get the pop-up and get to play that hero for as long as they want. The downside of this system is that some heroes might have a longer queue than others, which might be frustrating. In fact, you might be queuing for someone the entire game and still not get to play them because someone lives forever and the queue is too long. Also, a bit difficult to explain that you're the next in line, but there are too many other heroes active right now for you to be chosen. I also imagine you can swap hero queues mid-round, but you'd have to go back of the line if so." So basically, in summary, they don't like the way that the hero system works, and that is that you'll have like 5 or 6 people just sitting in the menu waiting for the hero. And it's been a problem since launch. Like, I pointed out that this was going to be a problem way back before the game was even released. Back at the beta, back 2 years ago, me and Cookie predicted that people would just sit in the hero menu and just camp and wait for the heroes. And it's been a problem for 2 years. So they're finally talking about fixing this. The problem is, it doesn't sound like there's a really good solution. Now, the first idea that Dennis threw out, I just completely 100% disagree with. I think that's a horrible idea of cycling the heroes. Like, putting the heroes on a timer. Like, let's say I'm MVP and I earn enough battle points and I get to be the first hero. Well, I picked Darth Vader and I'm running around and I'm on like a 30 kill streak and I'm kicking butt with Darth Vader. And then suddenly my time is up and it switches to the next person and then I'm despawned and I have to play as a soldier again. That would be infuriating. Like, that defeats the whole purpose of them even having the little kill streak thing pop up on the screen for you to keep track of your kill streaks. Like that would be an absolutely terrible idea. I think a lot of the community would hate that. It just wouldn't be fun. Now, the second idea of like having a hero queue system, I think that is the best way to do it. I think the way that they should do it is, like, let's say you earn enough battle points. Let's say you get like 4,000. Well, next time you die, you can spend those 4,000 points on whatever hero you want. Let's say it's Boba Fett or Darth Vader, and then you just keep playing the game, and then when that hero becomes available, then those points are spent and it pops up on screen. It says, "Do you want to play as Boba Fett?" And then you hit yes or no, and then it just spawns you in as Boba Fett. I think that's the best way to do it. Now, he did say that yes, there is that downside. Like, let's say you pick Darth Vader and then somebody just hogs Vader all match. Well, that's kind of the double-edged sword. Like, you have to make sure, like, you have to be dedicated to that hero. Whichever hero you spend the points on, that's the one that you're going to try to get. But honestly, I think that's a better system because currently you have so many people that just aren't playing the objective because they're waiting to get the heroes. You have everybody fighting over it in capital supremacy. You have people killing themselves on purpose and not boarding the ship just so that they can camp the hero screen and try to steal it from other people. You have people in the end phase of capital supremacy not defending their reactors because they're trying to get the heroes. There's so many people camping in the spawn menu screen that it's affecting gameplay, and it's been this way for a long time. I couldn't tell you how many times I've tried to get a hero and I've noticed that there's like 7 other people that are currently dead. When you have matches and it's 20 versus 20 and you have like 7 or 8 people all camping in the spawn menu trying to get a hero, then that puts your team at a huge disadvantage because the other team is still pushing the objective and you're short like 7 or 8 people because they're all trying to fight over a hero. So personally, I think that is the best option. If they were going to change anything at all, I think they should just have a hero queue system. Maybe another variation that they could do is whoever has the most points, they're the next in line in the queue, and then it says, do you want to be a hero? Then you hit yes, and then it takes that person to the hero screen, and then they can pick whichever hero they want. That way, instead of spending points and then waiting for a particular hero, let's say I'm in 3rd place. 1st and 2nd place are heroes. Well, 1st place just died. Well, since I'm in 3rd place, I'm the next in line to get a hero. It'll pop up on my screen. It'll say, do you want to be a hero? Yes or no? I'll hit yes. Then I can go to the spawn menu. I can pick whichever hero I want, and then it will spawn me back in as that hero. I think that is probably the best way to do things. And then it just keeps cycling like that. Whoever has the most points, whoever has the most points, whoever has the most points. And then once you're the hero, you lose your points. And then you go back to 0. That way you don't have like the MVP dying and then getting to be Anakin over and over and over, and you don't have those top players just spamming the hero constantly. Like if the top player can survive all matches a hero, then good for him. Like he earned that. He's a good player. He survived the entire match. But the way that the system is currently, you'll have someone in capital supremacy be Anakin. He'll get like 7 or 80 kills, then he'll die. And then he waits like 4 or 5 seconds in the spawn menu, and then he can spam him again, and then you'll see the same exact Anakin player 2 times in a row. So it's interesting to see that they're actually looking into changing this. That is the way that I think that it would work best. I think the hero timer idea is just horrible. They need to just steer far away from the hero timer. Just putting timers on heroes would just be infuriating in any mode, Galactic Assault or Capital Supremacy. Like if I'm running around as Obi-Wan on Capital Supremacy and I just get on the ship phase and I'm only Obi-Wan for like 2 minutes and then it switches to somebody else, that would just, yeah, that wouldn't be very fun. And then this is another side bit of news. The hero designer posted on Twitter today, and he said, "Too bad we had to move the mid-October patch 1 week. As a small compensation, I'll mention something that might come in the end of October patch." And he said, abilities that currently stagger a blocking lightsaber hero will be fully blockable, as a lightsaber attack is from the front, but abilities coming from behind will not be blockable and will affect the lightsaber hero. Added a lot of placement tactics in our playtests. So this means if you are blocking, you can block everything in front of you. So if I'm Darth Vader, I can block force pushes, I can block repulse, I can block anything. Anything that's in front of me, I can block with my lightsaber. But anything that's happening behind me, you can't block. This has been a big problem, especially with people like Anakin. Anakin's block has always been buggy. He seems that he can just block everything. So if you hit someone from behind, it's unblockable. So if I sneak up behind somebody and I force push them, or if I do a ground slam with Chewbacca or something, they will now be affected. So this is pretty interesting. This will be a pretty big change to hero combat coming at the end of October. With them changing Darth Vader and them changing Boba Fett, and they're going to add more and more lightsaber combat changes, it's starting to feel like a complete hero combat like overhaul, and this might make the gameplay a little bit more interesting. But that is basically going to summarize this news update for you all. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. If you guys could change anything about the hero system, like would you add a queue? Would you just give it to the next player? Do you guys like the idea of a timer? Like, let's say DICE is actually reading these comments on this video. Let me know what you guys think is the best way that they could change the hero system. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to check out another video. Follow me on Twitch at SwannyPlaysGamesLive. Join the Discord if you haven't already. The Discord is a good place to get all the channel news. You get notified of all my streams, all my videos, and it's a cool place just to hang out with all the other subscribers. And then all the links will be found down in the description down below. And that is going to do it for me, and I will talk to you all in the next video.
Will you join me? Accept your fate. I grew impatient.